At that moment, the tree roots moved, tiny roots massaging her palm, her brain flooded with voices discussing the woman, like a big meeting. The discussion finally reached a conclusion, and wow, a brain party kicked off. Nina's center tree root shone brightly, turning on lights for her, spreading outwards rapidly. They moved swiftly, like electricity, shouting her name everywhere, akin to concert screams. The roots welcomed Nina in their own way, and when the message spread throughout the forest, Nina finally translated their language. The gist was, "We've been calling for you deep in the earth and finally found you." Nina paused, recalling that she had indeed heard this language as a child. It turned out the tugging at her fingertips and the wind by her ear. The roots told her that her enemies would acquire deadly weapons, and the only way to fend them off was to assemble companions from various dimensions, but Nina didn't want hurt. Roots explained humans are like trees. Learning this doesn't work. If one tree is sick, or share nutrients, your companions are GPSing to find you. Right now, you need to find your complete self, said the roots, and with that, they sent Nina back to the surface, where she seemed to have an epiphany. She rushed back to her apartment only to find it a complete mess, like it had hosted a wild party. Strangely, her valuables were untouched, meaning the intruder sought something more valuable than money. Perhaps it had something to do with the sets of keys from her memories. Her father had once said that the most dangerous places often hide the treasures. She found the key wasn't hidden, like hide and seek. Nina stared, thinking, isn't this just an ordinary keychain? But when she applied a little pressure, a USB drive popped out, which contained a very mysterious video featuring the dream man. She stated that she discovered the truth about that house, and the girl in the video was none other than the long-lost Michelle. After opening the colorful window, visual interference made her faint. The girl's condition remained a mystery, making her heart race. However, Carly mentioned she also had a significant discovery. After escaping from that house last night, she ended up getting splashed by a passing car while waiting for help. Meanwhile, the elderly person she saved didn't look elderly at all, and even stranger, a plant seemed to be growing out of her ear. Hearing this, Nina finally grasped what Rachel represented and realized Hunter's experiments must be linked to these plants. No matter what Hunter's true purpose was, she had to stop her. While the two ladies were anxiously concerned, Hunter was enjoying a soothing, but then, a woman entered the men's sauna, causing the men to cover up and warn her of the ladies nearby. Yet she insisted she wasn't lost. Everyone was stunned, even thinking she was crazy, and they fled in panic, not knowing she wasn't actually crazy. Her real goal was to find the last Hunter and confirm if she was like her. She pretended to have tinnitus and even made others hear it. She leaned close, like, "What's going on?" Hunter leaned in doubtfully, and to their surprise, they both heard a ringing noise in each other's ears. The woman finally confirmed that Hunter was a traveler, since this ringing sound, audible to others, was a telltale sign of a traveler. The only way to alleviate this symptom was to be fully submerged in water. She shared this tip with Hunter, who tried it and instantly felt much better, and finally confessed her identity to the woman, leading to a conversation between travelers. Sister B candidly admitted countless travels and entering any time-space freely, Hunter's dream. Thus, Sister B explained to her, curious and humble, that sound snippets from other dimensions served as beacons for travelers. No matter how one travels, an energy source is needed, and she wasn't quite sure what that fuel was. However, she offered to demonstrate for Hunter, and soon they shared a meaningful gaze. Just as Sister B was about to traverse, the cube magically started moving. This was her next key to traveling through time and space. Is it really? Meanwhile, on Sister A's side, she happened to arrive at that mysterious bar, and coincidentally, Nina was also there, aiming to gather details about B-World Nina's life from the bar owner. However, Sister interrupted her, revealing her identity and telling Nina that in order to save the hippo, they had to release the original host's consciousness and integrate it. The method was to find and conquer the nightmare deep within her heart. Nina curiously asked her why she wanted to help. Sister replied that she had already given Hunter some things, and Nina remarked that she was just trying to maintain balance. After saying this, she left. Nina then had to find Carly, telling her she was going to awaken her memories and couldn't help find the missing child. Carly thought it was just an excuse from Nina, leading to a big argument. Carly said, "Even without you, I could find Michelle," and planned to ask the dream analyst what she had discovered. Arriving, something was wrong. Crows covered the analyst. She had killed herself. Before dying, she left a video stating that the root of evil lay within that house. The girl who appeared later in the video fainted after opening that colorful window, following visual interference. To find the truth, Carly sought out the fainted girl, but the girl's grandmother said something utterly baffling. She claimed that wasn't her granddaughter Michelle. Michelle's soul was still trapped in that house. Even more astonishing, every woman who had dreamt of that house ultimately dreamed of a man's face. The artist, based on their descriptions, produced a portrait that pointed to none other than Carly herself. Carly grew more puzzled, yet even more determined to uncover the house's secret. She was unsure if she would return alive this time. After leaving a message for her wife, she resolutely stepped into the house, deftly piecing together the tiles.